With the ongoing Syria civil war and the unrest in the Arab world, the question arises whether it is possible to change the thinking of someone who has joined Islam State and allow them to be part of the society again without having to fear about the safety and well-being of peaceful citizens. Brendan Corner, in his article Can You Turn a Terrorist Back into a Citizen, published in Wired magazine, introduces the reader with a developing idea of trying to de radicalize the terrorist instead of sending them to prison. Proper development and implementation programs are a test now, believed to be one of the most effective ways to revert an extremist. However, the idea is still not approved. The article starts with an introduction of a real-life story that continues throughout the article and acts as a case study in terms of ideas presented. Author uses the real name of the main character of the story, which gives the feeling of reliability and more personal appeal. The fact that Corner uses the date and the place of where and when the event happened gives the sense of timing and reality to the event described. In addition to that, author also introduces the reader with scientists who have recently been working on de-radicalization programs and human behavioral changes. For example, the federal judge of Yusuf's case, Michael Davis, Norwegian professor Tore Bjørgo, and the founder and the director of German Institute of Radicalization and De-radicalization Studies, Daniel Kohler. When reading the article for the first time, my knowledge and understanding of ISIS was very limited, so I was not able to fully understand how hard it might be to de-radicalize a person who has once decided to join the group. For me, ISIS in Syria is a completely different world that I am not really related to, and for me, the de-radicalization programs should work and people who use counseling should be able to return to normal lifestyle. However, it turns out that getting an extremist to permanently shed all of their poisonous ideas is a lot like getting an opiate abuser to kick their addiction for good. The given quote rose my understanding of the issue and how hard it might be for someone to completely change their thinking and perceptions of the world, even if they wanted to. People of ISIS are brainwashed because they have only been presented with one point of view, and those who only want to join are confident in what they believe, and it is hard to show that there are different ways to change the existing situation. In addition to that, I also realized that by not being a religious person, I cannot fully understand the passion that ISIS members have towards the religion and what people are willing to sacrifice to protect their beliefs and faith. From the information that is presented in the social media, I have an understanding that ISIS members are terrorists and nothing more. I do not know the story of people that joined the group and cannot understand for what possible reason people could suddenly change their mind and join ISIS. These biases shaped the way I initially looked at the problem, and my understanding gradually rose after doing additional research. The last but not the least important aspect of the article and author's style is that he gives an overall conclusion. The passage gives the reader an insight that the process of de-radicalization is not only risky but also requires additional resources. This asks for serious consideration and evaluation of possible candidates of the program, and many extremists are not able to qualify as they are too involved into ISIS and are believed not to be able to change. However, he also states that it is important to keep an open mind and believe that a terrorist can be changed back into a citizen.